Today, I'm going to teach you which of the operators in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 are the absolute best ones that you should choose. Now, I understand that this is just a skin, and they don't give you any special power-ups or advantage in the game, except they absolutely do. There are certain characters that if you pick them, you will be shot less often, you will receive way less headshots, and this is tested and proven through countless FPS games, especially in a game like Escape from Tarkov, where it is scientifically proven through trial and error that by wearing baklavas over your character's head, that you will be shot in the head or seen less often. So let me talk about what all this means and get right down to it, okay? Let's say that you're playing Call of Duty and you're aiming down sights in a room and you're trying to spot an enemy player, right? So what's harder to identify as a human head? This guy, you can clearly see the flesh color on his head. You can see a very dark color right on the top of his head. He's very easy to identify in a pile of rubbish. Then you have this guy who is, like, is that even a human? Is that even a head? That's not a shape of a head. That's just like a weird, like, cloth thing, okay? You can kind of see his eyeballs, though. As a human, you instinctively can identify faces and things. You ever was like bored at school, you know, like zoning out and you started seeing faces on like objects? Your brain does that in the game as you play, so it's very important for you to pick a character that does not resemble a face. And out of the SpecGru, I don't know how to say this, out of this team, this is the only character that has a skin that least resembles a human face, eyeballs, or a head. This creature has no lips. His head is oddly shaped. It's going to be very hard to spot him in the middle of battle. He is going to cap you before you realize he's even there. Okay, whereas this guy stands out like a sore thumb. This is clearly a human. You can see the lips, the mustache, the eyeballs, the nose, the shape of his head. Even this, there's flesh coloring. There's a green color right in the middle there. Okay, especially any of the girl skins, guys. As a human male, you are trained in your instincts to identify females, okay? It is very obvious. Your eye will catch them, just not even thinking about it. So if you want to be shot more often, sure, play the female characters, okay? Now, as far as this skin goes, it's all right, but again, the flesh coloring does not make it work, okay? This one just has a bright white face. Absolutely not worth shooting. Now, while this is a female skin, it is fully covered. So, again, you don't want a bright white target on your head where you're shooting, okay? Same goes for Ghost. He's got, you know, his is a little bit better. If you really want to play, if you really don't want to play Koenig, I don't know how to say his name, I'm sorry, I don't know the story. But, if you really don't want to play him, play Ghost, at least. He's got half a white face. You got soap here. he's got a big red target on his face too. He got some flesh coloring. Just 3 different colors on his head. Look how many colors are on this guy's head. Like 1. This is just one solid color. All right. And then again, another flesh colored character. Now you can customize certain characters, and so you can change this dude's skin. He does have shades. That helps a little bit. So, again, there's not much going on here. Obviously, this character is the best one to pick for the SpecGru group. Now, for the Kortac group, for me, as you play Call of Duty, you'll start noticing certain skins you can identify immediately. And I think this is the default skin, because I see everyone using Fender. This guy has a big, fat head with his big, fat... What are these mud flaps? What are these, like, cheek guards? It's something you would see on a horse. I don't know, like, it looks like it even blocks his vision. This makes no sense. I understand you don't want to be shot in the mouth, right? But this thing just stands out. When I see this skin, this is the easiest headshot in the entire game. Don't ever use this skin, okay? And then this guy, like, it's all one solid, decent-ish solid color, but it is a flesh color. Like I said, as a human, you can easily identify flesh colors. Do not use a character that does not cover their entire face. And again, don't use the female characters. This one is, while she has a smaller hitbox, though technically all the hitboxes are the same, visually it's smaller profile, right? It still stands out. It's a flesh color. It's very easy to see this person hiding in plain sight or against a wall or in a bunch of rubbish, laying down, laying prone, and so on. And then you have this guy here. This is a decent choice. It's a little harder to see the flesh coloring. It is pretty dark because of the lighting. So this would be a decent choice, though. He has a very round and big head, okay? And his other skins, well, they're okay, but again, the big head issue on all of them. This one really stands out. Don't wear the white helmet skin. That's silly. So what character? You're left with Harangai? I don't know how to say his name. Look, it's almost one entire solid color. It's also a camo color, which can help. But the only downside is the damn shades, okay? The shades make it look like eyeballs, which obviously it is. So your brain identifies this as a human as eyeballs. Now, he does have other skins. You can see here, there's an interesting take about his skins. I want you to look at the shape and the size of his head. Now, when I switch to this skin without a helmet, look how much smaller his head is. Out of all the skins and characters in the game, this character has the smallest shootable head. Now, again, he's got these obnoxiously big goggles. And I'm sorry that someone's mowing outside. The beta ends in 2 hours. I don't have time to, like, film this later. Okay? Also, this guy's skin, I can't, like, rotate it, but it says beta on the sleeve. Do you really want to wear a skin that's labeled as beta? I mean, that's just an alpha male joke. But he has the smallest head in the game, though it is easily identifiable eyes, okay? So, while his default skin, I would say, is much better because of the camo-ness and the smaller eyeball profile, the winner out of all the characters is Koenig here. This guy is... I mean, that is so hard to see. You can barely identify those eyes. They're extremely dark. And there you go, lads. If you need to pick the operator that will give you the highest kill-death ratio, the best win-loss ratio, the least amount of headshots taken, go with this skin on the SpecGru group. Otherwise, be on the lookout for any kind of maybe cash shop or pay-to-win skins in the future. I taught you what to identify for skins. I taught you the best and worst skins to look out for. This applies to all video games, not just Call of Duty. So when this game is old and dead, you can still remember this video and you can be like, "Oh, Benji, you're so good." No, I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, I'm Benji. Thanks for watching. I read every comment, so leave a comment and I will absolutely read it. I know I've got like almost 70k subs, but I do read them all, I swear and I promise. I may not respond to all of them, but I do read them. With that said, leave a like on the video if you found this useful, and I make videos every single day, so come back tomorrow for another video. Make sure you're subscribed. Go ahead and click subscribe right now. You made it to the end, you might as well. You can always unsubscribe later when I stop playing this game or whatever, right? With that said, there is a video on the screen right now. Make sure you click that video after subscribing, of course. And if you want, you can hang out with me in the Discord. We can play some games together and do some really funny stuff. With that said, click the video on the screen right now. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care, lads. I got a few more seconds. I got to make it over 8 minutes. Mwah.